Hello, my name is Dan Skip Allen, and this is my review of A Ghost Story starring Rooney Mara and Casey Affleck. Now, when we pick up this story, it just seems like we meet a lovely couple, and they're just kind of going through life like normal couples go through. And they have love, they sleep, they live their life, and so forth. Then a tragic accident happens and it separates these two people, these two lovers. And the two lovers are C and M, and C is played by Casey Affleck, and M is played by Rooney Mara. And that is the names of the characters in the movie. So once this tragic accident happens, we view these two characters completely in a different way. One is a ghost and the other is alive. And we see them dealing with life, even though one is dead and the other is alive, through different eyes and through different viewpoints and so forth. The one that is dead is still in love with the one that is alive, and the one that is alive inexplicably doesn't know what to do with themselves. And they're trying to go through life and trying to deal with the possibility that there is an afterlife, and that are there a connection? Is there a connection between when like lights are going off or things are being thrown off a table, in or is this just in that person's mind? So should we just destroy the house? And in the afterlife, are there other people, other ghosts out there that you can connect with on the other character? So we're dealing with two people, one alive and one dead, that are going through life differently. And one doesn't know what's going on, and the other one is just kind of seeing everything going on. And then we have, this party that kind of explains a lot of what's going on in the film, because this is one character and he has a lot of exposition in the film. Now, David Lowery has filmed this movie in a way where he cuts off the edges of the screen, so it's kind of like a camera that you would view like at a party or something like that. And then there's not a lot of dialogue between the characters. This one party, there's a lot going on, and you read like notes, like a woman comes in and leaves a pie, and she leaves a note, so you're reading the note. And you see different things like this that help move the plot of the story forward and move the film forward. But it had, because of the nature of the film, of one alive and one dead, we do have a dark and dreary kind of look to the film. It has kind of a lot of grays and darker colors, but not like blacks per se, but grays and browns and things like that. But the main thing is seeing the main characters and how they react by just turning their head or moving forward or opening the eyes, doing different things with their facial features, and acting with your eyes and acting with your face is a very difficult thing to do, and that's the one character in the film does. And the other character just kind of like moves along like a ghost would move. You just see them moving around and going from place to place and whatnot. And I'll tell you what, I was really looking forward to this film coming into this film, and it did not disappoint me. David Lowery really captured an interesting dichotomy here of these two characters, one alive and one dead. and how they go through the world, and can they still have love? Can they still have emotion? Can they still have um, connection? Can they have a connection even though one is alive and one is dead? And that's the key to the film. Is there a connection in the afterlife with people that are alive and people that are dead? And I really, I mean, one of these main actors is in a sheet the entire movie. And for that actor to take this role knowing that they were going to be in a sheet the entire movie, I think is a real credit to David Lowery for capturing what he was able to capture in this film. And that's why I'm going to give a Ghost Story a big see it. Now, this film isn't for everybody. You're not going to be, oh yeah, this is a great film. Oh, it's got all this great dialogue, actions, comedy, this, that, the other. It doesn't have a lot of that. It's just a film for somebody if you want to see something different. You want to see how people interact differently through life and death and so forth like that. You know, you have these great actors, Rooney Mara and Casey Affleck in the film, and they're fantastic, even though one of the two of them is in a sheet the entire movie, pretty much. There is some backstory, there are some flashbacks. She's not constantly watching the one character walk around in a sheet. There are some flashbacks and to the relationship and how they love each other and how they go through their lives as a young couple, because they're not old. They're relatively a younger couple, probably in their early 20s. So they're just finding their way in the world as this couple. So the backstory helps move, is another plot device to help them move the story along. But the grays and the hues and stuff, the cinematography, I really thought it was beautiful how David Lowery filmed this film. And I give a Ghost Story a big see it. Like I said, it's not for everybody, but if you want to see something different, give it a chance. My name's Skip, and this has been my review of A Ghost Story from the Best Damn Movie Show.